Good evening, my friend. Welcome to the show. I am Lou Mangello. It is Wednesday night. It is my favorite night of the week. Thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to tune in. If you're watching live, sit back, relax, grab a snack, tag and invite a friend in the comments. And if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to join us every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here at WDW Radio Live. And you never know when else I might be going live or where. A little bit harder now, but I still have some things up my sleeve. So be sure to turn on notifications. Super excited for tonight. Why does the ask? Do you ask, studio audience? There's no studio audience. Why do you ask, my friend? 1, because it's Wednesday. I get to see you, my friends. 3, I have no idea. Literally, this is the only sort of anchor I have in my week to help me determine exactly what day of the week it is. Otherwise, they all sort of blend into one another. But I use Wednesday night as the anchor, and I've got something new to share tonight. Out of nowhere, I had an idea like a bolt out of the blue. Fate stepped in, and I have a new segment that we're going to either introduce or try. Introduce means we'll continue. Try means it's not going to work, and it was a failed experiment. But it doesn't matter because at least I get to spend the night with you. So good to see you. Debbie Anderson, I love the fact that not only you say howdy partners, but that your Facebook icon is choose the good because that is what we do here. We absolutely choose to see the good in everything that we do, especially now. How you guys holding up, right? You doing okay? I'm talking to you. You doing okay? I know it's hard. I know it's stressful. I know it's difficult and unsettling for lots of different reasons, whether you're alone at home or whether you are with your entire family, which I'm sure for a lot of people, like myself, who's used to being alone, this is a time of adjustment. Zach Brown, dude, I am so sorry. I did not see your text earlier today until tonight, and I was recording. Yeah, so there's that. So I apologize. But I love seeing so many new names like Maria Usher. First time she could watch live. Maria, if you think you're excited, how do you think I feel? So tell me where you're from, how long you've been listening, and if you could eat anywhere in Walt Disney World right now, where would we go? Because it's got Ryan Donahoe from Forcecast. This isn't my quarantine beard. This is like my day and a half beard. Chad Ferry is saying hello from Beijing. Chad, I think you are the first person to say hello from Beijing, at least in a while. How are you? How are things over there? We got a little bit of the news over here about how things are going, but I have to imagine it's got to be super difficult. Zach got donut and a matcha latte. I'm assuming that you went to my favorite Dunkin' Donuts. Now I'm really sad that you didn't swing by today. We'll have to make that happen. You fly, I'll buy. Jim Orhosky, dude, I feel of all, and look, there's a lot of people I feel bad for a lot of different reasons, and I say this half jokingly. Poor Jim, finally gets it all together, moves down to Florida, and they close Disney World. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying, man, you got to go once or twice, and then they close it all down. So I'm sorry for you, brother. I'm sorry for all of you, and I mean that. I know this is hard. I know it's harder for some of you, whether you are an essential worker, you're in civil service, fire department, police department, armed forces, hospital workers, EMTs, everybody across the board that I'm not forgetting, but in that same vein, I salute you and I appreciate you, especially those of you who are literally and figuratively on the front lines. Carlos Eduardo Silva, all the way from PontoOrlando.com, which also means Miami. I hope you are doing well. I'm looking forward to this all being over because we were talking about Miami. We were talking about coming down to Miami specifically before the Marvel Day at Sea cruise in January. Maybe spend a couple of days. Maybe Carlos, you will be our Jedi guide and take us through the culinary aspects of Miami. before we get on the ship. As if I'm not going to be fat enough by the time. Raise your hand. Give me some hearts or whatever. Who else is doing nothing but eating? Let me look on my phone so I can see the hearts. Who else is doing nothing but eating while they're in whatever you want to call it? Lockdown, isolation, quarantine, social distancing. I feel like I can't say his name, but the guy from Austin Powers, I can't stop eating. Like, that's all that I'm doing. And I look down and my family-sized bag of Doritos is just gone. And there's nobody else sitting there but me. So there's that. Judy Bennett, he says, I'm fine at home. Although I'm thinking of ways to deal with my noisy neighbor. I thought you said my nosy neighbor. I'm like, that's interesting. Saying that it's noisy is even better. Valerie Seidel from Massachusetts. Tracy Pizzuto McCoy says, hello from Normal, Illinois. It's a real place. It's the new normal. It's the new normal, Illinois, I guess, as it are. Nail Horse wants to go to Pecos Bills. God, what I wouldn't give for a good cheeseburger right now. Like a really, really, really good cheeseburger right now. Carrie, it's nice to see you. Jenny Morrison, Ohio, 3 years, 50's prime time. Little fried chicken. Actually, I was going to say fried chicken or the meatloaf, or you get the sampler platter. It's what? It's fried chicken, meatloaf. Is it ribs? Is that the third thing? Something like that. I don't know. Somebody else, Leanne, also would go to Pecos Bills. Brandy Curry Jones, good to see you as well. Chrissy Castillo says, hello from the Rocket City. I'm assuming that's Houston, only because the name of the basketball team is the Rockets. Aren't they the Rockets? Still the Rockets. Kenny says, well, I have any friends who could take me from security, who could take me through the parks empty. I do have friends in security, and I would never even think of asking them to do that. It would not be right. And I don't want to see it. I want to be there the day that it opens. And hopefully, God willing, I can be. It's going to be Cry Fest 2020. When they open up those gates, good Gandhi, the tears that are going to flow. Forget loading up on toilet paper. You better load up on tissue because you're going to need it. There's going to be a lot of crying. Paul Clark got a couple of cappuccinos at Dunkin'. I'm digging the matcha lattes, both frozen, both iced and not iced. What I would not give for one of those right now. Although I went the other night and they closed at 5 o'clock. I was so disappointed. Becky says, what do I win? What's in the box? Becky Mankin from Mouse Fan Travel, keeping things magical out there on the West Coast. Hope you are doing well. Kristen Moynihan, why did that thing get so small? Kristen says, from Louisville, Kentucky, if I could eat anywhere in Disney right now, I'd eat school bread at Epcot. Kristen, I would join you for school bread, and I will also get a lefse from Norway Law. Lefse is the overlooked snack at that's what I need to do. Top 10 overlooked snacks at Walt Disney World. Everybody knows of the popcorn and the school bread and the Dole Whips. What about the lefse? It's like the chocolate babka of snacks at Walt Disney World. Dan Silvestri, yeah, man, I remember you, Dan Silvestri. You met at Hollywood Studios with your daughter, Amy, and your wife. I hope you and your family are doing well. Nelly Horse says, I'm a medical assistant starting COVID testing tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay extra safe. Extra safe. Scott Otis from Otisburg. Charlene Chastain O'Neill is listening from Kennesaw, Georgia. My daughter, whose second summer as an animation studios intern, just got canceled. My heart breaks for her. It really does. I feel so bad for all those kids, for everybody. Look, everybody that's lost their job, has gotten furloughed, has gotten laid off, has gotten, reduced hours. Everybody is feeling it. Everybody is feeling it for a lot of different ways and reasons. So I am way behind on comments. I got to scroll down. Kenyon says, how many medical services folks here? Thank you for all you're doing from this crazy time. Amen. Jeff Giovanello says, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. You know who has two thumbs and used to live in Scotch Plains, New Jersey? This guy. You know who has two thumbs and doesn't really miss Scotch Plains, New Jersey? This guy. Although I do miss the Chinese restaurant. It was so good. Jennifer's trying to be good on the eating front. I'm not. I am not doing well. Carrie says, I keep Eating. Carrie, if you and I lived in the same place, it would be like literally like the Hunger Games fighting over food because I almost shaved my son's head when I found out that he ate the last of the Haagen-Dazs matcha green tea ice cream, and I don't even like ice cream, but it's so good. And now they're out at Publix. Yikes. Leanne Blazak Martin made Tonga toasts. Look at you, overachiever. I can't make everything. Heather Richards is going to try and make Main Street Bakery cinnamon rolls gluten free. I like my gluten. Anybody has any extra gluten? Feel free to send it down here. Marla Chan. How much do we love Marla Chan? So there's a burger from Deluxe Burger. Oh, what are those like spicy burgers? And it's just dripping down your arm and the fries. I'm with you. A lot of people cooking at home. A lot of people. David, there still is Five Guys. There's also BurgerFi. I think we need to get BurgerFi tomorrow, and sushi, and Chinese food, and like 6 or 7 other places that I'm and I literally just ate. Joseph says swordfish jambalaya on the deck at the boathouse. I like every word in that sentence. Aunt Liz's fried chicken. Listen, I love Aunt Liz, and I love her fried chicken. Craving the Whispering Canyon Cafe atmosphere. How badly do you just want to hear somebody yell for ketchup again? Right? Maybe that's what I need to do. A top 10. Wait, I'm going to write this down. Hold on. Oh, I have an idea. And this idea will come into play next week, and you'll find out why when I tell you about the new segment, which I'm not going to do right now because I want to keep up on some comments. Aaron Disner Taylor wants spaghetti and meatballs from Tony's right now. I've been dreaming of bread service at Sanaa. Matthew, the bread service literally like enters my dreams on a consistent basis. Because remember I used to talk about like going there with friends who are locals on a Wednesday night show. I'm so regretting the fact that I did not do that in the past. That I didn't go to Sanaa. That I didn't go to the Wave late night. Poor Crystal Steers, as it's already been, I cry a few times every day. It's a good release right now. Crystal Steers from chasinghappiness.ca. You don't even need to be Canadian to not only go to the site, but get all the good, positive vibes that Crystal, even though she's crying every day, she makes you feel good. So go check her out at chasinghappiness.ca and on her Instagram, which I also believe is chasinghappiness.ca. You'll find her. Stephen Williams, crazy stuff here. Glad I'm in Florida. Kusafari, coffee and cheese Danish, warm out of the oven. Deborah J. Capalucci Benson. I like that idea a lot. A little coffee, a little Danish, nice little nosh. Kim Slota says, churros at Nomad Lounge. I need to go back and I need to re-review, and I've never done this. I've never re-reviewed a restaurant, but there and Jock Lindsay's have had all new menus since I went and reviewed for the first time. If only there was somebody who would go with me. Hopefully I'll find it one day. Lisa Nora Glassner says, Geyser Point all day. Oy vey, the Geyser Point. And now when it starts at a nice time of night, like sunset by the water, what I wouldn't give. Matcha is good for your mood, and we need that now. Kenny, I didn't know that matcha was a good mood enhancer, but I dig me some matcha. I actually brought back matcha from Japan. Oh, now I miss Japan. Don't tell them about the lefse. Why wouldn't I tell them about the lefse? Look, there's lefse. There's enough lefse to go around for everyone. There's always room for more lefse. And I would even share my lefse with anybody who would like me to share it with them. Chris Shepard would go to Palette of Flavors and get me a surf and surf sandwich. Why do I not even know what that is? Why do I not even know what the surf and... Oh, wait. No, I don't. Is that the burger with the lobster and the shrimp? No. Is it? It's been so long. It's been so long. Oh, Jessica Alice is... I hear you chanting bao bun, bao bun, bao. Where do you get your bao buns from? I will say... Listen, we did the review of the Wave. I'm not going to say that that may or may not be one of the best bao buns I've had in a long time, at least since Japan. Mitch is tuning from sunny South Carolina. Wants some Polynesian Resort and Trader Sam's. Top 10 snacks that are no more. Oh, Jim Rohoski, the Hamwich. I'm going to put everything that used to be at Friar's Nook that I killed. The cheeseburger spring rolls, the original. The new ones, not quite the same. They don't taste like Big Macs. Although, when I went with a group of friends for the final day at Magic Kingdom, I bought spring rolls for everybody except this guy. Didn't even get a bite. It's like going with vultures. Nothing. Kate Wallace would be happy to sit in Peekaboo with your daughter. It's her fave. Kate Wallace, I think Peekaboo is... I need to go review there. That's an absolute overlooked gem. Not just because the food is good. They have a wide selection, but one of the few, if not only, restaurants that's open 24 hours. Late night snacker. And the body to prove it. Lori Oliveri, one of the reasons why we are friends is because you said dark chocolate caramel with sea salt from Caramel Cucci. That one. Gustavo Velasquez says anywhere in Disney with a turkey leg. Michael Abert says, I'm simple. I just want some tie-dye cheesecake. Can somebody get this man some tie-dye cheesecake? He wants one simple thing, and he's got a great beard, so... Mariah Pop is not doing well on the eating thing, and I'm currently making a chocolate mug cake. I think next week, or one, you know what, the next Nation call, right? So for those of you who are members of the WDW Radio Nation family, the next time we do a Nation group call, or if we do like the next virtual meet of the month, which I'm not sure, we're gonna do it again this month, I just don't know what day. Maybe we'll have to make sure that everybody makes and or brings a snack. Just to see who's got, like, let me see how you guys snack and what your, Meg Nodson, your poor husband, you're making strawberry rhubarb crisp, corn muffins, chocolate peanut butter bars, bacon quiche, orange olive spice cakes, cardamom buns, and peanut butter cups. BJ must be 9,000 pounds. He must be very, very happy, but he must be 9,000 pounds. And you are literally, I wish I had something to plug for you because you are a world class, like award-winning blue ribbon Mrs. Pillsbury baker. So, and I don't know what Mrs. Pillsbury is. I just made that up. I didn't know what Sarah Lee would be proud. And I mean that as a compliment. Let me see. Let me catch. Of course, Becky. Mimosa's flight from, well, heck, anywhere. She means Club 33. But I'm sure she would take it from anywhere. You ordered Sato for the third time this week? There's nothing preventing you from dropping some off on my lanai. Like if we all sat at opposite ends of the table, like your family at one end and my family at the other, it's technically social distancing as long as you put a gigantic tray of Sato sushi in the middle. And I call these people my friends. Whatever. Zach Brown, I did get the $5 sushi thing last week. I was recording and did a couple of interviews today. I did not get to hit my $5 sushis at Publix, unfortunately. And I got to do the bowl, man. I haven't done the bowl yet. We all need to self-isolate at Lou's. He's getting all the good food. I am Crystal Steers. However, sharing is not necessarily caring when you're self-isolating. It's kill or be killed in my house. Like, I think that some of us, like me and my daughter, are literally starting to like take stuff out and hide it in our rooms. I'm sure if I did like a Shawshank, like, you know, room toss, I'm sure that I would find snacks in there. Jason Knapp, why don't you and I get sushi and we'll have it socially distant on my lanai and we just won't invite her. You fly and buy and I'll provide the beverages. Chris Chapman, Ronto Wraps and Blue Milk, Casey's Hot Dogs. Where are we sending ketchups to? Homecoming Chicken, Hummingbird Cake, and dessert at Sprinkles. I'm good with the Homecoming, the Hush Puppies, the fried green tomatoes, the biscuits, the chicken, the Hummingbird Cake, the pecan pie. Drink your tea. Drink your tea. The sweet tea shine. So good. So good. Rich McNana, shrimp po' boys in Port Orleans, French Quarter. How about shrimp po' boys in New Orleans, period? The New Orleans cruise seems like it was a lifetime ago. Like an absolute lifetime ago. Let me catch up. I'm so far. Speaking of New Orleans, Becky wants a La Vie en Rose slush from France. What I wouldn't give for some Boma breakfast right now. Keith Storms. I hear you, brother, and I'll prove it in just a little bit. Um, we tried to talk you into late night Sanaa or Wave like every night. My autocorrect knows I know, and I regret, for so many reasons, I regret not taking up both the Sanaa and the Wave late night. Lesson learned. When this is all over, if I can waddle my way out of the house, I need to get new pants. Carrie's Ray says, Hanger Bar is my favorite. I need a few of those drinks right now. Carrie, why were none of our meetings ever at the Hanger Bar? I don't understand how we never sort of made that happen. Dan Boyle, I am so sorry. You're supposed to be here right now. Whoops. You're supposed to be here right now, and your wife wanted to sell you for her birthday. We're missing that reservation right now. Tell your wife I said happy birthday. Hopefully you were able to either get her a steak or poutine or at least a filet o fish from McDonald's to make up for not being here. So let me see. Let me try. I'm so far behind on comments. Let me scroll down and catch up. John Lang says, look, as long as we're dreaming, I'm going to say Chef's Table at Victoria and Albert's. I've done it once. It's nice. I dig. Although plans are already in place to Kumite. I'm coming for you. Like opening day, all over it. All over it. Cheryl is missing Tutti Gusto and the Wave. I am actually missing the lounge, the Tutti Gusto lounge, and yeah, the Wave for breakfast and lunch and dinner. The bao buns and the bowl were so good. Father Christopher says, I'll take any Disney food right now. Father Christopher, I think that's pretty much how we all feel. Anything from Disney. Marcus Val, some baklava from Morocco would be lovely with some Moroccan mint tea sitting outside. Just close your eyes for a second, unless you're driving. Please don't. Or flying. Close your eyes. Sitting outside Morocco with some baklava, some Moroccan mint tea, that sort of that low rumbling hum of guest voices and children laughing and Moroccan music in the background, a nice breeze in the air. Maybe it's like 72, 71 degrees. Like, again, we took it for granted. We didn't take it for granted, but we took it for granted. Becky Mencken, now you're hurting me. Sea salt ice cream at the cart in Tokyo Disney Sea. And I think Monaka is supposed, I don't know what Monaka is supposed to be other than maybe the mochi, or was it the little buns? Remember the little, that didn't come out right, but you know what I mean. Who does always look to off screen? Jack Fussell, there's nobody there. There's nobody there, although somebody did send me a Peter Pan cutout. So it looks like at least I'm pretending to talk to somebody. Oh, now I just screwed up my camera. Wait a minute. Oh, nice job, Mangello. What did you do? Good gosh. All right, let's try this again. God, I'm way behind. You're all working out constantly. Oh, you guys have always been overachievers, the Nodsons. And your culinary and your working out stuff. Christina, it says she's hungry now. If you weren't hungry before, Father Christopher says, grocery store sushi, Lou, you're better than that. Father Christopher, that's true. However, I used to feel, it's not like it's gas station sushi. However, in Publix, they have a sushi chef literally like slicing the fish fresh and making the rolls right there. And on Wednesday, it's $5. Not $5 footlongs, $5 sushi. And it's delicious. Obviously, because they probably get their shipments in on Thursday, so it's been there a couple of days. It doesn't matter. It's so good. And by the way, did I mention it's $5? That's $5. Dark chocolate waffles from Ale and Compass. Amanda Catherine Licicero. I have recently been to Ale and Compass, and now I regret, I think the last time I was there was with you, Becky Mencken. I regret you not getting the dark chocolate waffles and splitting them with me. And I know we went for lunch, but we could have made it a brunch instead. Zach Brown says the monorail crawl. It's from the Zach Brown Show, by the way. Now available on iTunes. Pot stickers from Tambu Lounge, turkey sandwich from Contempo Cafe, and drinks at Enchanted Rose. I'm totally fine with that. Ooh, the Loco Moco from Kona Cafe in Granite. It's crazy. Is that what that really means? Jalapeno cream cheese pretzel, says Christine Tronow. I always say your name wrong. Kronowski. Christine Kronowski. I'd like them to share the recipe for hummingbird cake. They probably would. I'm sure they would. Missing some ice cream, Mickey bars. Yeah, people are all over the place. Courtney, I'm with you on the bread service. God, I wish the bread service. Kate Wallace, no new stretchy pants, just no pants. I've just given up on pants altogether. If I have to leave the house, I'm in trouble. I'm going to have to go out in some sort of like sweat short type of thing. Becky Mencken says he always finds a way to get out of those things. It's not getting out of invitations. Usually there's a reason why that I can't. I won't anymore. When this is all over, look, Terry's yelling at me. You should never complain how far away Animal Kingdom or Disney's Animal. It's still going to be far away, but I am not going to complain. Amanda, what are you making for dinner? Oh, Father Christopher. Next time you come down, we have to do Takumite. I shall hereby vow that I will never pass up a dinner invitation again. Nanu. Can we hit the Via Napoli pizza window on the way to Takumi? That right there is a desperate, hungry amateur play, and I'm a little disappointed. Why would you why would you taint the palate before you get to Takumi? Although pizza sounds really good right now too. If it's a slow walk, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's not the worst. Amanda's trip is in a month. You know it's not happening. I know for all of you that are supposed to be here and are disappointed, I feel... Oh, the ice cream in the shells. That's right. Those sort of soft, flaky, like pink pastry shells. Becky, I'm not kidding when I say we're going to go back to, like, hear the words coming out of my mouth. We need to plan a Japan trip, not an ABD. We're going to plan our own trip. We've talked about it before. We're getting this on the books sooner rather than later. When things come back to whatever the new normal is going to be, we need to go back. Let's see. Make sure you're flossing. Beth and Lou Lloyd, I assume when you mean flossing, you mean my teeth, not the little kid dance that I still can't do. Crystal Steers, this is why we're friends. I literally just ate dinner, and now I can't stop thinking of Paulo. That's why we're friends. Public sushi, subs, and chicky nuggies. First of all, it's not chicken nuggies. It's chicky nuggies. Where's the Baby Yoda meme when I need it? Yeah, Publix has really, really good food. Like, I think we talked about that on the Moving to Disney show. Publix alone is reason to move to move. Here, Mariah Pop even says, reason number 2378 front, why we love Publix. So many reasons why I love Publix. Gosh, I wish I would have gone today to get sushi. Bad call, Mongello. I want to go back in time and have nachos at the Fiesta Fun Center. Look at Christina pulling out nachos at the Fiesta Fun Center. Was it Jim that said top 10 extinct foods? I dig that. Don Nicholson says, polite pig carving board. Coming from a man who is a barbecuer at home, like giving big kudos to the carving. Oh, God. Remember we went to Polite Pig? We had all that food and we shared it. And I'm speaking to a lot of you because we've done it so many times. So Benjamin, I keep thinking you're saying Kumite like in Bloodsport because that's sort of what it sounds like. Kumite, Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Van Damme. You probably need Jeff C, not Shay. C, because I think I called him Shay last time. Do we need speakers for the Japan trip? Jeff, that's what we got to do, man. We need to plan. If we're going to plan a conference, it needs to be in Japan. Brother, trust me. Like, there is no better place to go than right there. And if we need to do a research trip in advance, we can certainly make that happen as well. Amber Bramble needs a countdown to help your COVID blues. There's lots of things to count down to. We're counting down to the next and final installment of The Tiger King, which I thought was a Lion King sequel. Clearly it is not. I was duped. However, I still dig it. I can't stop reading it. Leanne says she loves my chair. It was a surprise gift from the lovely and talented Becky Mencken from MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Marla Chan, next visit, I'm ride sharing to Publix. Next visit, you come down. What I'll do, maybe I'll get some $5 sushi. Wait a minute. I'm so stupid. Don't answer that. Why am I not getting $5 Publix sushi and doing like a live sushi party, like from my house in Lanai, while we eat the public sushi, doing the live show. If only there was people that lived around here that would want to come over with $5 Publix sushi. Maybe I can get Publix to sponsor it. Even better, since we're giving Publix all the love. Brian Hoagland loves the polite pig. Oh, Mary Waco loves the Hoop-de-Doo fried chicken. That was one of the last places I ate at Walt Disney World. I'm not sure if did I ever show the video of me at Hoop-de-Doo. It was such a fun night. So much fun. Buffalo chicken salad at the Fountain in the Dolphin. Brett Meeks, this is why you, without question, are my favorite of all the Meeks. Because not only is the Fountain an overlooked dining experience, but the buffalo chicken salad is arguably one of, if not the best salad anywhere in Walt Disney World. I kid you not. I speak the truth and then I stop talking for effect. Can that be on our nation call? Sushi, Amanda, maybe we'll do that. The next nation call, you trust me, Amanda, you do not want to sit down and watch me eat sushi. It's probably not a pretty Faye Edmondson says, I can do a Publix dining review. Oh, gosh. Buckets of chicken, Tim Brown. Becky says, Italy, yes. Italy our Italy trip in 2020 is still on. It's still going to happen. Literally right before all of this came down was when we were supposed to have the contract in hand. Obviously things have changed. But that literal and figurative plane is still in flight. Zach Brown says, the radio show number 583, the live dining review of the Publix sushi counter. Maybe, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live from Publix on a Wednesday during the day while I'm going to pick up my sushi. Just for giggles. Just to show you that I'm not lying. And then you get the can of green tea. It's like $1.50. It's so nice. It's so nice. Supposedly there's a Publix on the other side of town where there's a little cafe. Like you could actually eat your food there. So, Terry Gaff, the Italy trip is spring 2021. And she'll still yell at me. So, by the way, in case there was it sounds like there was an audio problem because I want to be clear about my favorite Meeks. Liz Meeks is my favorite of all the Meeks, right? I mean, we're going to leave the kid out of it because he's probably not watching, or maybe he is. Look, Meeks, you know deep down who my real favorite Meeks is, right? I got you. I feel you. Kathleen Slovak Musgrave, you are my favorite person to call. You said, how is my hair still looking so good? It comes right off. So I just take care of it and I keep it hermetically sealed only for when I do live shows. When I run out of product, I'm going to be in trouble. Like people were hoarding toilet papers. I need to be hoarding whatever the thing is that I use. But thank you very much for noticing. So did I say 2020? 2021. You know exactly what I meant. Spring 2021. Becky, be nice to me or else I'll give them the actual dates, which I would never tell them exactly the dates in spring that it would be. But Darlene, you do have Publix right around the corner. You need to go try the sushi. But all this talk about food has got me thinking, which I know is an incredibly, incredibly dangerous idea. And for some reason, maybe, I don't know what, I was doing nothing that was show related, and like a bolt out of the blue, because that 3 words popped into my head yesterday, and I'm like, I need to do this on the show. This is something that I need to do, not just myself, but more importantly with you, because that's why if you ever listen to an interview that I do with people, as much as the podcast is still the nucleus of what I do, this is my favorite part because it's this live 2-way interaction. Like this is what jazzes me up, and it's not just me talking to you. It's talking with you, and you guys help drive the conversation. I'm like, what can I do to sort of marry those two worlds together? I'm lying to you. That's not even how it happened. These three words popped into my head. I'm like, that's an idea. I don't know and didn't know exactly how it's going to work. So we're just going to sort of try it and see what happens. Because one of my favorite segments to do on the show is one that I've been doing for years. And I think there's a lot of reasons why I enjoy doing it. I think that you seem to like them. It's not necessarily, yes, in some regards, it may be because of who I do it with, but I think more importantly, it's the format of the content, right? We love top tens. And I think because we like structure, we sort of like knowing what that count is sort of kind of going to be, because 10's not actually really 10, but I certainly couldn't do a top 10 here because it's something that I do on the show. And if anybody caught last week's show with the top 10 heroines in Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and literal Disney history, I want you to continue. If you have, why are you not listening to it? Go back and listen, share your top 10 heroines. More importantly, share that episode with somebody that you think might enjoy it. But instead of doing top 10s on the podcast, I wanted to do something with you on the show every week. And so tell me, and if this idea is stupid, I have not been out of the house in days. I've been locked in here with my children. I have not had any Disney food in a long time. So it might be a really, really dumb idea, but so Becky says, usually when he gets these light bulb moments, he hits me in the arm and thinks about not telling me. Yeah, but Becky, every so often, think back to our meeting at Ale and Compass. Every so often, the light bulb goes off and there's gold that flows. Hopefully, this is one of those moments, because instead of a top 10 podcast, I want to do with you a top 5 live. He waits for the roar of applause. That doesn't come, but top 5 live. It's a weekly conversation with you about the best of the best from Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. Steve Schussler, I see you, brother, and I'm going to execute on that idea that we talked about the other day as well. I miss you. Stay safe. So the top 5 live is where I'm going to share with you my top 5, whatever they may be. It might be my top 5. Here, let me move out of the way this way. Let's do it this way. Whoop. There we go. I will share with you my top 5 whatevers, and then I want you not necessarily to change my mind, but we can have a conversation about it in the chat, and I'll even take some calls as well. Still, no roar of the applause. Peter Pan, you're the worst studio guest. I get nothing back. This is why I like doing stuff in person. If you dig it, give me some love. Show me some hearts. Nothing coming. Paul Gowder from powwows.com. If you are at all interested in Native American culture and history and current events, go to powwows.com. Wait a minute. I love that idea. Oh, man, don't tell me to name that ride. Come on now. Top 5 live. Nice job. Thank you. Thank you. I dig. So how about some backstage passes? Absolutely. Top 5. So it is sort of a prove me wrong. This is not meant to be a definitive list. It's meant to be a fun list where I will share my top 5, whatever they may be. Tonight may or may not be food related. Hi, I'm Lou. Pamela Frost, nice to see you as well. And I'll share my top 5, not meant to be a definitive list. And then I want to hear your thoughts on the list, or ones that should be on it, ones that should be off of it. And we'll sort of just make it something fun. There's no structure to it. It is the first time we're going to sort of try this idea out and literally just sort of see how it goes. We down? It's just so crazy that it just might work. Young Frankenstein, I feel you. Marcus Fowles down for the 5. We can all be halfway. Timmy Foster. So, yeah, so somebody mentioned, I literally don't even know what I wrote down. My handwriting is I know what that word is now. That's an S-O. There you go. It's not if it's not at least a little food related, I'm not even playing. Rob James, I'm Lou Mangello. Have we met before? I would never disappoint you by not giving you something that's food related. So tonight, we're going to kick off this brand new, untested segment, Top 5 Live, with, of course, something that is food related. And so tonight, we're not going to kick it off with top 5 things to have at Sanaa, top 5 reasons why I should have gone to the Wave late night. Instead, we're going to flip things around with our top 5 places to sit down and have breakfast in Walt Disney World. All right, so these are sit-down breakfast locations in Walt Disney World. Now, without further ado, I give you the very first top 5 live to change my mind. Top 5 sit-down breakfasts in Walt Disney World. And we'll go through these a little bit so I can sort of explain and or defend my answer. Bob, Chef Bob, cooking 200 meals a day for the crew. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. And I have an idea that I'm going to float by you that I talked to Steve about. I'll shoot you a message this week. So here are my top 5-ish sit-down breakfast restaurants in Walt Disney World. And I'm going to explain how and why I came up with this list. So Kona Cafe, it's easy, man. That's right. Like, you're thinking macadamia nut pancakes. You're thinking Tonga toast. The seasonal pancakes, right? If you go in the fall, they have these amazing pumpkin pancakes. The Samoan, the Tonga toast, it's right on the monorail. It's got that Polynesian smell to it, right? If only somebody would like make a candle that smelled like the Polynesian, that would sort of complete it so I could bring it home, make some Tonga toast at home. But Kona Cafe is very, very high on my list. Next is Olivia's, which I think helped make the list because macadamia pancakes is your recipe. Chef Bob, are you kidding me? Chef, now I need to talk to you. All right. Next is Olivia's Cafe. If you've never been there for breakfast, there's a real seafood influence to a lot of the menu items, which is what makes Olivia's unique, right? There's the sombrero beach omelet. There's crab cakes, eggs Benedict. Don't knock it till you try it. Key West hash is vegetarian and delicious. They have banana bread, French toast, and I got one word for you. 2 words, whatever. Grits. Try the grits. We used to drive to Florida every year from New Jersey. We'd stop throughout the South as we drove down. We also had an antique business. We'd drive. Olivia's grits, like, they hold up, man. Like, they're that good. They're buttery. They're cheesy. They're delicious. Next is the Wave, right? So let me explain why the Wave is on this list. And clearly I've been on a Wave kick as of late. The Wave is unique for a few reasons. One, because it's a combination table service and a la carte food. And on the buffet, which you have to get the buffet, there's salmon, there's fruit, which I don't know what that is, but it's supposed to be the healthy part. They have cheesy grits there, which are excellent. Mickey waffles. They have sweet potato pancakes. And it's a great value. Plus, you can also sort of mix and match with things on the menu as well. Tusker House, I would put Tusker House and Boma were fighting a lot for this. What I love about Boma, watch how I'm going to sneak one in already. Boma's got things like the spiced beef hash, the pecan praline French toast, quinoa. The first time I ever had quinoa was at Boma breakfast. But there's also a lot of traditional items as well. But I think the reason why Tusker House wins is because it's in park. You can get into Disney's Animal Kingdom early. You got some of the traditional items, but also with some of the African flavors as well. And you've got Safari Mickey and the whole gang. So you've got a cool character breakfast. And Trail's End makes the list. And you're like, Mangello, Trail's End is so far away. It's worth it. First of all, it's super affordable. I think it's arguably the best value on property for breakfast. It's that down home, like country, like stick to your ribs, like comfort food cooking. There's no characters. It's a super laid back, chill environment. It's a huge buffet. They've got an amazing smoked beef hash and these warm pecan cinnamon buns. If you think the cinnamon buns elsewhere are good, Trail's End says, I almost said hold my buns, hold my cinnamon. They have a French toast custard pudding, and again, cheesy grits. You could make a full morning out of going to Trail's End. And again, I don't know the price offhand, but it's still, and I've said this for years, like Trail's End consistently for breakfast and dinner is the best value in Walt Disney World. And I think it's a great experience too, because you have to sort of work to get there, whether it's taking the boat or taking the bus or renting a golf cart, or if you're staying at Fort Wilderness, there's reasons to sort of just take some time and stroll afterwards. Go to the horse barn. There's some great stuff in there. Go see, if you haven't seen the Calliope in there, that too is worth going to. Go see some of the photos of Walt and horses. Did you know that was there? If not, go. There's stuff for kids to do. There's actually some great activities at Fort Wilderness. I have done horseback riding. There's archery. I think they still have the Segway tour, which is a lot of fun. And they take you like into the woods, and there's a payoff. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's a payoff if it's still there in the woods as well. So there it is. This is my top 5 live sit-down breakfasts in Walt Disney World. I want to know what some of your favorite sit-down breakfast locations. Okay, so Chrissy Vig says Trail's End is $15.99 to $34.99 per adult. Again, they lose money when I go there. The trips that need to be planned. Ben says he love you. Tell Ben I love him too. And I miss all of you guys, man. I miss all of you guys a lot. Christina, so the Segway tour at Fort Wilderness, again, I believe I don't remember what it's called, but they actually have like off-road Segways with like thick tires, and they do take you into some areas that you wouldn't go anywhere, like you wouldn't be able to go elsewhere otherwise. And to give you some really neat views of the lake and some other stuff. Again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who has not done it before. Lori Oliveri, I have never done the California Grill buffet on Sunday, which is so awesome. Do you want to know why, Lori? Do you want to know why I haven't been there? Because nobody will go with me. Top 10 restaurants that Lou Mangello needs to go by himself, because nobody will go with him to the California Grill Sunday lunch buffet. Courtney agrees. Kona for sure. Miss Kat Cora's Cuisina for breakfast. I loved Cuisina, and I loved Kat Cora. I remember I interviewed her the day before she was going in to be induced with her baby. And I'm like, oh my God, if for some reason this audio gets messed up, I will never have this opportunity again because she's having a baby tomorrow. So thank you, Becky Menken from MMI Mouse and Travel. The Wilderness Back Trail Adventure. So worth it. If possible, not doing it like in the middle of August is ideal. Spring or fall, winter is really nice. So Chef Bob, who used to give me grief about going to Morimoto, says omakase at Morimoto with Chef Alex is the best thing in town. Expensive, but worth every penny. Chef Bob, do you know what would make that meal even better? Is if you and I went together. Like if I can get Chef Bob in Morimoto with me, all the times that he yells at me when I go to Boathouse for going to Morimoto will be vindicated. And so Sydney Mode 7 says, I think Lou Mangello is spending time with the wrong friends. Sydney, it's just a way. I have opportunity. This is just a way to try and spread guilt. So every time he says buffet or buffet. Amanda Bonner and Jamie Williams were supposed to do California Grill in May, but had to cancel. Listen, we will be back, and it will be better than ever. I promise. Lisa Gabbard, hello, nice to see you. Chef Bob says, deal. I've got it literally in some sort of writing. So good, I'm jumping up and down. The extinct brunch at Narcoossee's, ordering one of everything. I've never done that before. Chris Shepard agrees. Boma at breakfast is the bomb. So good. What I think we should do maybe as a as a follow-up to this, you know what I'll do? I'll post this image right here in the Box People group, and I will ask you to sort of either agree with, defend, name your own what you think is the best sit-down breakfast in Walt Disney World. So Storytellers Cafe, yummy for breakfast. Storytellers Cafe, I love for breakfast over at Disneyland. I also love Chippendale, who I've never really been a Chippendale fan, but for some reason I like them at breakfast because they're just so fun. Yeah, we'll have to. And listen, just so you know, this whole idea of the top 5 live is not going to be limited to Walt Disney World. We're going to do some Marvel stuff. We'll do some Star Wars stuff. We'll do some Disneyland stuff, some Tokyo Disneyland stuff. I've got an idea for next week already written down. But I need to know if you guys dig the idea, like, as a whole. Do you like this idea of top 5 live? Maybe we'll take some calls, and you can tell me what if somebody wants to call in. Let me know you want to call in. Maybe I'll take a couple of calls as well. Patricia Lisa Knapp, I agree about the wave. The wave was on the list, very well deservedly so, I think, for being there. And I've only done it. I've only done the wave breakfast like once. Yeah, and I was really, really full when I did it too, which is a good sign. So, Becky, I know Topolino's Terrace. I thought about Topolino's Terrace. You know what? I didn't put it on there. Okay, so one, I've only had it once. I think it's the best, possibly the best view for breakfast anywhere, depending on how you do it. So now that you say it, I know subconsciously why I left it off, and I'm not trying to bring down the room, but it was while I was there that I found out that my mom went into the hospital, and I had to sort of keep my game face on because I was there for an event, and I had to sort of like fight my way through breakfast before I could leave. So that's probably why. So I need to go back with clear mind, but I do remember they had a bowl. I had some sort of a breakfast bowl, which was fantastic. It was a hash. If somebody can look up the menu item, it was some sort of a hash with either a poached or like a sunny side up egg on it, which was excellent, which was really, really good. So, Kate Wallace, I do need to go back. If only somebody would go back with me to Topolino. Christina will do top 5 breakfast views, right? It's top 5 live. So, if you dig this idea, like, let me know in the comments, let me know in the Box People group, tell a friend, and I welcome your suggestions. So if somebody wants to start a thread in the Box People group, or I will do it later for top 5 live suggestions. I will share my top 5 with you live, or I'll even come up with them live, and then we can chat about it as well. Spiced sausage hash. On the nosy, Gabby Naldo. I hope you guys are doing well as well. Oh, God, it was so good. And I like it because there was just enough heat to give it like a really nice flavor without sort of overpowering the flavor of the hash and everything else. Pamela says, I will go during Wine and Dine race weekend if they have the races. Pamela Potter Frost, it's a date. I'm in. Make that reservation, and we're there. So, oh, good. All right, so we're getting some nice feedback. Amanda says, great idea. Love the top 5 live. Fun. Great idea. Love it. Let's do it. All right, I'm in. The Eggs Benedict Sampler at Grand Floridian Cafe, James Lincoln. I dig that. I remember going. Is Amanda Bonner still here from Disney Travel for All? We had a breakfast meeting there. I work with Amanda, and we had the Benedict Sampler. So good. Top 5 places to sit and people watch. These are all good. Put them in. Again, either I or somebody will do we'll do the top 5 live thread on the Box People group. So Becky says, if I could reach to the screen every time you say, if only there was somebody, you'd have a bruise on your arm. I know, but that's why I say it. That's the effect. You're lucky I'm not pulling the puppet out because she's right there. Eddie Kern, Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch. Jason loves the grits with shrimp. Jason is not wrong. Shrimp and grits is a God, I could even do the top 5 grits on property. I'll bet you Chef Bob from the Boathouse does grits. I'll bet you he does a mean shrimp and grits because everything Chef Bob makes is that good. And so, do we have somebody in the box who likes to create the surveys? I think we should task them with the survey. Whoever that person is, have at it. So, Julia Danhold Guevara says, "Bring out the puppet." And I'm hearing that in the "Bring Out Your Dead" voice. I know you just moved here recently too. Man, it's a hard time to be, in a new location. So I hope you're doing well. Just did the brunch at Wine Bar George. Wine Bar George, I have not eaten at as well. I was supposed to go and do a review right before. There was a couple places I had lined up to do reviews right before this happened, and well. All the best laid plans of whatever. Chef Bob says best ever. Best ever. So I'll need to wait a minute. Becky Menken. Confession, I've never met a grits dish I ever liked. You guys remember Becky? Remember Becky Menken? What? Becky Menken, you get a really good grit. And now I'm hearing my cousin Vinny about the grits and how long it takes to cook a grit. But you need a really good grit or even a nice cheesy grit. Becky, come with me. Not all the best meals happen at a place whose name begins with the word club. Sometimes if you come and eat with the people, you will see some good grits. The Beck's breakfast is a Bloody Mary on the way to the park, says Randall King. Not even waiting, not even at the restaurant, just on the way. Palo Brunch is the best breakfast type. Steve LaRoque. Palo Brunch is really, really hard to top. Oh, the cheese. Oh, remember the strawberry soup? Did I mention, by the way, that we're doing Marvel Day at Sea in January? Are we not going to need that cruise or what? Now I'm thinking about Palo Brunch. Yeah, Chef Bob, maybe you need to make grits for Becky. So the Bloody Marys at Finn's. Whoops, wait a minute. Sorry. The Bloody Mary. You're saying Phil's. I think you mean Finn's at the Dolphin on Sundays. The big 4 Bloody Marys. The kimonos, the shulas, kimono shulas, the Il Molino, and what's the other one? I don't remember what the other one was. Chef Bob said, if Becky likes mashed potatoes, she'll like my grits. Listen, I'm down. Bloody Marys at Blue Zoo, says Chrissy Viggs. That I haven't been to Blue Zoo in ages. I can't say that. Bob is going to kill me if I go to any other restaurants. Chef Bob, all I know is when Boathouse reopens, strap in, brother, because I'm coming, and I'm coming in hard. I'm coming in for a hug, and I'm coming in for a meal. And I am going to laugh and cry and it's going to be an emotional outburst when I get to step foot back. I'm going to bring my chair with me, which I hope is okay. So, Becky says it's the first I heard of that, which is proof she literally never listens to anything that I do. Are those instant grits? No self-respecting Southerner would ever make instant grits. Keith Groshans, I feel you. First of all, I love my cousin Vinny. I love Joe Pesci. I love Marissa Tomei, obviously. Best Aunt May ever. However, David Potts says, he said, do you remember Becky Menken? And then my feed cut out. I knew making her mad would be a bad idea. She has that power. So, best dessert for breakfast, cinnamon roll at Gaston's. Those are hominy grits. Do the laws of physics not work inside your kitchen? How long does it take to make a grit? Crystal Steers prefers poutine. Crystal, my love for poutine knows no bounds. No bounds. I eat enough to try and keep American Canadian relations in good working order. Not that we need it because you guys are so nice up there, but I do love me some poutines. Chef Bob, what's a ute? What's a ute? Um, Amanda says, "You are my people." God, and now I see I'm starving. Do you know where I wish I could go right now? If I could close my eyes and snap my fingers and go anywhere, I would go to the boathouse. I would sit outside because I'm assuming that it's like 75 degrees. There's a nice breeze outside. There's live music coming from inside. The balloon is in flight. People are laughing as they're getting on the amphicars. And I'm sitting there like in the shadow of a delicious seafood tower waiting for Chef Bob to bring out the special that he has crafted just for that day. That would be a good night. It'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. So, Tower of Ricardo, stretchy pants are always needed. Introduced Alex to poutine, and now he's hooked. You can't have all, but Alex and I will go. That's fine. I'll eat enough poutine for both of you. So I know everybody. Listen, anybody would go anywhere right now. Cape May Cafe breakfast almost made the list too. A lot of people really like it again because of the buffet, but I really think that Trails End and Tusker House and even the Wave have better buffets than Cape May. But that's why it's a top 5 live, so that you guys can comment about what your favorite is as well. But I think it's called disco fries. That's what we called them back in Jersey when you ate them on the Route 9 diner after you were coming back from Hunka Bunka Ballroom late on a Saturday night. And they gave you like one of those gigantic, like, you go to a Greek diner, like there's no little portions. Everything's like this big of a portion. And they were steak fries with the cheese and the gravy. Oh, God, so good after a night of hanging out with your friends drinking club soda. Carrie says, as unlikely as it is, I'm job hunting again in Orlando so I can eat every single thing you're talking about. I'm dying here in Nashville. Well, Carrie, come down and I will help guide you through the culinary maze that is Orlando. So our favorite was the grab-and-go breakfast snack was the cattail at Cheshire Cat. Gabby, I will see your cattail from Cheshire Cat, and I will raise you a chandu tail, which aren't tails anymore. They're now more like buns, but go with me anyway. The chandu tail from Mediterranean Harbor in Tokyo Disney Sea. It was like a spicy chicken. Oh, God, I miss Tokyo so much. Brett Meeks, you know of the Hunka Bunka Ballroom? It's why you're my favorite. Shh. Dark chocolate waffles. Oh, my God, somebody needs to make a dark chocolate waffle tomorrow morning. You finally did eat some of Lou's recently. What did you eat of mine, and how did you not sure if I want to know the answer to that. So Stephanie Perry Bullock, first of all, thank you, by the way. You know of what I speak. And second, always starving. Always. I'm going to go down after I'm done here. I have some work related stuff that I need to do. And then I'm going to go down. I might even take part of the night off and just put on something on one of the streaming services. Made the mistake of thinking I was okay after dinner tonight. It's wrong. Thank you, Lou. Look, it's what I'm here for. Even though we're talking about breakfast, I still want to make you hungry. Gabby Naldo says, sounds like we want to go to Japan so bad. Gabby Naldo, we're going. Like, we are going together to Japan when this is all over. It's not going to be an ABD. We're going to put something together. Becky, I'm not kidding. Whoever can come can come. It won't be anything super formal. We'll hit a couple of the places that we need to go and just make it happen because we need to. And there's no poutine in Japan, and that's okay. Steve LaRook says, I got my Nation package yesterday, WDW stickers next to Mickey on my water bottle. Steve, thank you, man. I really, really, really do appreciate that. I would love, Steve, if you took a picture of your sticker on your water bottle, post it in the Box People group, and if you want to find out what Steve is talking about and how you can be part of the Nation and really not only help the show, but remember a portion also goes to Make-A-Wish. You can visit WDWRadioNation.com. Look, you could be a part of the Nation for as little as count it, $1 a month. There you go. And be part of the community there as well. Someday I need to do a real office tour. I'd really like to see some of those mementos up close. I will, David Potso. I was actually going to get rid of all these shelves back here, get something a little bit neater and cleaner. The cubes don't work well, but who knows how long I'll be here and whatever. Hit White Castle after, but I will. I'll take you guys on a tour. Hit White Castle after Hunka Bunka. Brett Meeks. How did we not ever hang out like in New Jersey together? And by the way, speaking of stuff, I do have a lot of stuff. 10 auctions a week up on eBay. If you go to www.com, there's some really, really cool Disney-related stuff this week. The Barker Bird statue, the Haunted Mansion. There's some paper stuff early on. There's a really cool Tower of Terror opening event, limited edition, numbered newspaper. Lots of cool stuff that's just been sitting here that I think you guys will enjoy. Speaking of Disney royalty, Duncan Wardle says, do I accept Disney dollars? Duncan Wardle, man, I miss you, brother. Who would have thought when I saw you in San Diego and we were sitting down chatting, this is where we would be. If you ever want to, since we can't meet for coffee, and obviously neither one of us is traveling and the speaking stuff is stopped, at least in person for a while, get on a call and say hi and catch up one of these days. So, Maria Thorpe, it's 1:30 in the UK. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe and sane. Duncan's on your fifth. Duncan, I give you credit, man. We had one of those 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles, which probably we should have worked our way up to. If you really want to test the limits of your familial bonds in self-imposed quarantine, pull out a 1,000-piece puzzle. When every single piece is black or green or gold, it did not... It's on hiatus. The puzzle's on a little bit of a hiatus right now, especially because you don't jam the pieces together if they don't fit. And I'm not talking to my children about that. Love Duncan Wardle, by the way. If I haven't said it lately, Table 20 rules. Don Nicholson, man, the cruise seems like... so long ago. Connor Brown, speaking of good people doing good things, that Tower Terror paper is mine. Everybody else, back off. Yeah, it's funny sometimes, the things that do well. Matt Meeks! Matt, come here. Listen, whatever your parents tell you about what I say, don't listen, because you know, man, that you, out of all the Meeks worldwide, you're my favorite. Dude, I can't wait to hang out with you. You know what we got to do, Matt Meeks? When this is all over, we'll get together in the park. Let your parents go off and do their thing. Me and you, we'll hang out. We'll get some food. We'll hit some rides. What do you say, right? Parents, I'm trustworthy-ish, right? Debbie Hartlett, have a good night. Just get rid of the Giants helmet. Leave my Giants helmet alone. My poor Giants. Lot of love from Table 20. But speaking of stuff and merchandise and collectibles, in addition to the eBay stuff, I have also, don't leave yet, Debbie, I have also pulled some stuff out from the auction bins and I've brought them into the office. Not to put back on here, but because I want to give them away, right? Part of the desire to put stuff on eBay is because I want to share it with you. So what I decided to do was take some stuff off and put together some mystery boxes. And rather than give it away on the podcast, because you are my family and this is where we come together, I wanted to give the first one at least away to you guys. Now, when I say it's a mystery box, I mean it could be for example, this kind of a mystery box. And who knows what might be in here. Or it could be this kind of mystery box. And I want to make sure you don't see anything. You don't know what might be in here. That's why it's called a mystery box. And you don't need, in the interest of fairness, you don't necessarily need to know. Duncan says, we know it's the black and green jigsaw. You saw, right? You saw. It's horrible. It's supposed to be relieving stress. Not at all. Very quickly, Amanda says, I'm really sentimental right now. I love this group. I found you about 5 years ago. You just brightened my week, 52 weeks out of the year. Thanks for being such a magical group of people. Listen, thank you, right? Thank you for being here. Right? You guys are the ones who make up this amazing community. But, all right, so I've got mystery boxes, and I want to give it away. And you don't need to know trivia. I'm not going to quiz you on, like, really tough stuff. All you need to do is play 20 questions, right? So Zach says, why is the box meowing? I promise that there's nothing alive inside these boxes. At least nothing, there's not supposed to be anything alive inside the mystery box. It is not green milk. It is nothing that should decompose on the way to you. Eddie Kern says the bigger the box, the better. Don't be so sure, because Eddie, like me, little good, great things come in little boxes. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody who's received a Tiffany box. Sometimes the little boxes have some pretty nice stuff in it as well. So we have, I'm not telling you which box you're going to win, and I'm not giving you a choice. I'm just going to wrap one up, and I'm going to send it out to whoever the winner is. Amber Bramble says it's toilet paper. Listen, Amber, I mean, I don't mind parting with some of the valuable stuff. I'm not giving away the really good stuff. And if you think you're getting hand sanitizer, think again. Does your cat like the Jell-O, Aunt Bethany? Brett Meeks. It's why you're my favorite Meeks, because you're quoting Christmas Vacation and Aunt Bethany in the middle of, what month is it? Is it May? April. Whatever. All right. So this is how we play. If you've never played before, it's very simple. I am going to get a piece of paper. I am going to write down the name of something in Walt Disney World. It can be a person, place, thing, character, food item, location. It could be current. It could be extinct. It could be in the parks. It could be at a resort. It could be in Disney Springs, the Lake Buena Vista Village, or Shades of Green, or anywhere in between. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to ask 20 or more yes or no questions. The rules are the very first one that I see, the comments go by very, very, very fast. I monitor them as closely as I can. The first one that I see that gets it correct will win. Obviously, it's going to be more than 20 questions. But the first one that I see that gets it correct is going to win the mystery box of my choosing. Now, when you get the box, the only caveat is you have to either do an unboxing video. I'm just thinking of this as I'm going along. You have to either do an unboxing video and post it in the box. People, in the box. Oh, I get it. It's the box for the box. Why did I never make that connection? You're going to do an unboxing video. I have not left the house in weeks. You're going to do an unboxing video and post it in the Box People group, or just take a picture of what's in the box, not in a 7 kind of way. We're good. We got the rules. Everybody, on we go. There you go. Don't start guessing yet, and I'm not saying that they're already writing down Boathouse. I already have written it down yet. Hold on a second. Wait, just give me a second here. Boathouse. Heart with arrow, lots of hearts. Okay. All right, so there you go. So on this sheet of paper, which I am not going to show you until the time is right, if you're guessing, I'm not. The game has not started yet. So again, I will read out the questions as I see them. The first one to get it right gets it. Again, yes or no questions only. It's from, the only hint I'm giving you is that it is from, Walt Disney World, past or present, maybe even future. The first one that I see wins the mystery box. Please be patient. Please be kind. Sometimes two people post one around the same time. My winner is chosen based on what I see here. We're good? Everybody? All right. So now, without further ado, 20 questions live. Go. I'm not going to even bother counting 20 questions. Well, we'll count for fun anyway. Is it the boathouse? No. Is it a character? No. Is it an attraction? Yes. Is it in Disney Springs? No. I'm sitting in my basement with a flashlight watching this. Is it Horizons? No. Wait. Oh my God, so fast. Is it in the parks? Yes. Is it a show? No. Is it current? No. Is it Tron Light Cycle? No. Brett Meeks are my favorite. Is it Horizons? No. Epcot? No. Is it in a park? Yes. Food? No. Ride? No. Is it in Disneyland? No. It's Walt Disney World. Mary Dale Bannister is not a carrot cake cookie, but now I want one. Is it an attraction? Yes. Is it in Magic Kingdom? Yes. Is it bigger than a bread box? Yes. Does it involve music? Yes. In a park? Yeah. So it's in Magic Kingdom. It's an attraction. How's that? It's not the Tron coaster. Is it good? Yes. It's not Remy's. It's not a person. It's not an Epcot. It's not Tron Light Cycle. Is it a food? Oh, I thought it said, is it a fool? No. Is it a food? No. Is it not a restaurant? No. Is it Tiki Room? No. Is it in a resort? No. Is it current? No. Extinct Magic Kingdom attraction. River Country? No. Mr. Toad? No. Magic Kingdom? Yes. Jason Knapp High? Is it open yet? No, because it's extinct. Magic Kingdom, is it the Studio Computer Review? No. Is it Tron? Tron. A lot of Tron guesses. Figment? No. Popcorn? No. Is it a show? No. Horizons is not in Magic Kingdom. Becky Mankin, for all your vacation planning needs. Is it still there? No. Although, Father Christopher, I want you to win just for, any sort of credit that it might give me upstairs. Is it an animal? No. Is it a parade? No. Is it a new Galaxy ride? No. Is it an Epcot? No. MGM? No. 20,000 Leagues? No. Carousel? No. Tiki Room? No. I feel bad saying no. We need to talk about a program board for me. Cindy Moats, I need lots of help. Does it still exist? No. Is it the song Tomorrow's Child? No, but great guess. Is it the Galactic Star Cruiser? No. 20K Skyliner? No. Timekeeper? Carousel? Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Coaster? No. Bell Storytime? Swan Boats? No. Jungle Cruise? No. TTA? No. People Mover? No. PhilharMagic? No. Mr. Toad? No. Aw. Carousel? No. Lots of carousels. No. Carousel's still there, everybody. Swiss Family Treehouse? No. The Moana Water Attraction? No. Is it Fireworks Show? No. Is it a classic ride? No. Carousel? Pirates? Extinct? Yes. Happily Ever After? No. Is it a parade? Remember I said 20 questions? That's what I got to start doing. You guys have to come up with 20 questions, and then after 20, the prize goes away. Is it a Cozy Cone? No, but God, I would kill for one of those. Festival of the Lion King? No. People Mover? No. Toad? No. Let's see. Ratatouille? No. Is it Push? Aw. Is it a thing? No. Mickey Mouse Review? No. Storytime with Belle? No. Teacups? No. 3 o'clock Parade? No. Hall of Presidents? No. People Mover? No. Cinderella Castle? Does it involve water? No. Bear Jamboree? Nope. Is it Mission to Mars? No. Swan Boats? No. 20,000 Leagues? No. PhilharMagic? No. Is it bigger than a bread box? It is. Crystal Nasser? It is extinct. It is not the Snow White Dark Ride. It is not the Mike Fink Keel Boats, although great. Penny Arcade? Oh, I missed that too. Swan Boats? No. If You Had Wings? No. But I missed that so much. Mickey's House? No. Snow White? No. Magic Shop? Oh. Dad. No. Toad, 20K. Dream Flight. Is it the book at Wow, look at how specific. Is it President's Hall? No. Is it Alien Encounters? Snow White. Extraterrestrial. Is it Toon? It is not. It is not Toontown. It is not Toontown. Listen to my answer. Is it the Nautilus, the Speedway, Mickey Mouse Review, PhilharMagic? Let's see. I won't read all these. Let's see. Horizons, Wishes. It is not current. It is not current. Extraterrestrial Encounter. It is closed. It's not Mission to Mars. It's not Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Oh my gosh, I did not think this was going to stump you guys as much. Not Mickey Mouse Review. It's not the Timekeeper, Spectral Magic, Call of Presidents, Stitch's Great Escape. Wow, a lot of guesses. Swan Boat, Skyliner, Snow White, You Had Wings, Flight to the Moon. Is it Aliens? According to Giorgio Tsoukalos, everything is Aliens. Connor Brown, it is not the Sky Buckets. It is not Club 33. I've never been to Club 33 at Magic Kingdom, by the way. Dream Flight, nope. Disney Review, nope. Journey to Mars, Alien Encounter, If You Had Wings. Is it Mickey's Birthday Party? No. Club 33 Dance Party. I don't even know what the Sky Coaster is. I have no idea what that even means. The Muppet Liberty Square Show, no, but great guess. Not Snow White's Scary Adventures. Gondolas, Mission to Mars, not Aliens. Somebody was on the right track before. That's all I'm going to tell you. Somebody was heading down the right path. Country Bear Christmas version, Wade Anderson. I used to love the Rose Garden, and there was a great little place to sit down below. Sky Buckets, Mickey Mouse Review, Canoe Rides, Mr. Toad's. Gosh, you guys are like, you're missing. It's, ay, Dios mío. Let's see. Magic Journeys. Birthday Cake Castle. Oh, gosh, no. If You Had Wings, You Could Do Anything. It is the Submarine Voyage, the Railroad, Magic Shop, PhilharMagic. Gosh, I'm going to have to give you guys a see. Finally, you guys are asking the right question. Lisa Milam says it in Tomorrowland. No. Start narrowing it down. Is it in Toontown? Technically, no. Come on now. Think back. Think back. Is it the Magic Shop? Is it Mickey's Toontown? No. Remember, Mickey's Toontown is a land. It is not an attraction. Is it a character experience? In part. In part. Is it a song? Is it the House of Tomorrow? Main Street Magic Shop? Gosh, you guys are getting so close. You're missing. Okay. Is it Toon? It is not Toontown per se. It is not Toontown per se. I'm giving you. It's in Toontown. It's in Toontown. It was in Toontown. Okay, I told you. 20 questions per person. It's not Mike Fink. The Diablo Horseshoe. I don't even know where that's from, Keith. Frontierland, no. Magic Shop, no. All right, I have to scroll way down because I'm skipping by a lot because you guys are not seeming. Wow, I'm way behind on comments. I'm going as fast as I can. Tom Sawyer, Wings, Push. Let me scroll. Mickey's Birthday Land. Wait. Is it Mickey's House? No, it's not Mickey's House. Let me scroll farther down. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm going as fast as I can. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. So, Mickey Mania. No, the Petting Zoo, the Judge's Tent, Birthday Land, Mickey's House, Hall of Fame. Wait, let me go back. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Pete's Garage, no. Mickey's Toyland, Alien, Timekeeper, Mickey's Country House, no. Donald's Boat. I'm going back. If you're commenting, I'm still on old ones because I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I'm trying to make sure I don't skip by it in case anybody said it. So Gadgets Go Coaster. No. Wait. We have a winner. We have a winner. Cassie Ortner says, "Is it Minnie's house?" I will take it because it was Minnie's country house. But the judge, I've asked the judges. Cassie Ortner, you got it right. Cassie Ortner. So Cassie, do me a favor. Email me, lou@wdwradio.com. Let me know what your shipping address is, and I will get one of many different mystery boxes I have out to you right away. If you played last week and didn't win, that's okay, because next week will be your next chance to enter in next week's 20 questions house. I do see other of you mention Minnie's house. I was doing them in chronological order, so I made sure everybody, I made sure I saw everybody's comment best that I could. So it was Minnie's country house. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed playing. Again, I was going through the comments as they came in. So I didn't scroll ahead. I went in the order that they were there. So if you said it, she might have said it first. I don't, but thank you. So, yeah, it's hard because sometimes you don't think, when you think of extinct attractions, sometimes you don't think of extinct lands. And I think that's why this one was tricky, which is why I wanted it to be a little bit tricky, because it's a mystery prize and who knows what might be. I mean, I know what's in some of these boxes. So if you get a little box, don't be disappointed. If you get a big box, don't be disappointed, because you never know what might be in there. But I would love for you guys to share. So when you do get your box, Cassie, do a little unboxing video. Unless you don't like any of the stuff, then, please don't. So, Julia, it was tough. Next week might not be as tough. I almost did one. I'm like, this is going to be way too easy. And then it was like the fifth thing somebody said. I'm like, wow, I'm really happy I didn't do it, because somebody just sort of pulled it out of nowhere. So there you go. So that's this week's 20 questions contest. Always a lot of fun, and you're all winners to me. So even if you didn't actually win, you're still all winners. So, and again, there's lots of other stuff I've got up on eBay this week. Really, really cool. I wish I had a screenshot for you, but some really cool stuff this week. That I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have sold it, but I'm out of space. I'm literally and completely out of space. So what I do want to do is just give you a couple of quick reminders before we go this week. Souvenir napkins from every restaurant. Again, I talked about the Marvel Day at Sea Cruise. Listen, January will be here before you know it, and it'll be a great opportunity for us all to get together, and hopefully this passes sooner rather than later when we get back to normal, because we still have other stuff planned here in Walt Disney World as well. Speaking of getting back to normal, getting back to business, as it were, my Momentum Weekend Workshop is still scheduled for October. I've extended the super early bird. We can save $200. If you go to LouMangello.com/momentum, you can find out more. Also, I posted today, I don't have the graphic up, but I did post today about my Momentum Weekend Retreat. That is in June this year. There are currently, actually, I posted it today. Somebody signed up, so as of right now, there are only 2 spots left. If anybody is interested, it is a weekend retreat in Walt Disney World, limited to just 10 people. You can find out more, again, by going to LouMangello.com. More importantly, if you haven't joined the Box People group, please join the community and the conversation. More importantly, I'd love for you guys to invite one of your friends. And if each of you can do that tonight, just invite one of your friends over on Facebook to come and be part of the WDW Radio Box People group. That would be super helpful, as well as make sure you subscribe and, again, let other people know about the podcast. I think that now, while we're stuck home, hopefully the show, and again, most of the shows are evergreen, will be a nice diversion for people when they need it. And, I've always been about talking about the things that make us happy about going to the Disney parks and everything else. And I think we need that now. We need a little We need a little bit of happiness. Jason Knapp. So this momentum retreat is fantastic. Jason, I appreciate that, man. Jason is doing some really cool stuff over at here with the magic.com. He's got, I'll get it right this time, he's got more than 70 videos, not ride-throughs and POV kind of stuff, but really just ways to sort of bring the Disney experience to you. You can just sort of sit back and sort of take in the ambiance and the happy parts of places. He's got some long form videos. You can put it up. They're super, super high def. Put it up on your TV in your living room or your office and just watch. And he's also been doing some lunchtime live over at here with the magic.com on the Facebooks. So, and what else? I think Amanda's still here. She's over at Disney Travel for All. She too has a great blog. She's got a podcast. Again, helping you sort of connect to all the Disney stuff when you can't get here. And the core memory candles really are nice to sort of burn in your office, in your kitchen, around the house. I think Lisa's got 35 or so different scents that, again, there's something comforting about having those burn. We always have one burning downstairs in the kitchen. And of course, look, I know, nobody's really traveling right now, but if you have travel plans you have questions about, if you have travel that you're thinking about planning for later on this year, when this is all over, please go and not just support Mouse Fan Travel, but they really will be able to, and now you see why this is unfortunately a hard lesson in why having a travel agent is so important. And again, it all comes at no cost to you. So whether you have a question, an inquiry, let them know over at mousefantravel.com. And I think that's about it. Other than the fact that I love you guys, I appreciate you guys. I hope that this is truly your best week ever. I hope that you stay safe. I hope that you stay sane, because I know that I know it's tough. I know this is tough. And remember, you are not alone. Even if you are by yourself in your house, you're not alone, because I and this incredible community that you guys have created is here with you. I love you. I appreciate you. I am grateful that you are here, that you are part of my family. I miss you, and I cannot wait to see you again soon. Becky says she's booking packages in 2020, only available through travel agents. So go check her out over at mousefantravel.com. And we also got the Spider-Man. We got the Spider-Man cruise. We also got the that's me and Spider-Man, by the way. That's what it's going to look like, because me and Spidey are hanging out. So again, thank you so very much. This tonight is as much for you, as much for me as it is for you. This fills my cup. It fills my soul, and I love you guys so very much. So thank you. Stay safe. Be good to one another, and I will see you guys next week.